Listen up, gentlemen, this isn't just another video, it's your wake-up call. Are you tired of feeling invisible? Sick of watching the girl you want walk away with someone else? Done with being the nice guy who always finishes last? Then it's time to stop begging and start commanding. I'm here to show you how to become the man women actually want, not the one they settle for. Look, I get it. You've been told that being sensitive and accommodating is the way to a woman's heart, but let me tell you something, that's a load of bull. It's time to face the hard truth. Begging for attention doesn't make you desirable, it makes you pathetic. But here's the good news. You have the power to change. Right here, right now. In the next 40 minutes, I'm going to give you the blueprint to transform from a boy who begs into a man who leads. We're going to cover why your current approach is failing miserably, how to tap into your authentic masculine power, the mindset shift that will have women chasing you, and the actionable steps to become the prize, not the beggar. This isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, the kind of man who commands respect and attracts desire without even trying. So if you're ready to stop being invisible and start being invincible, buckle up. Your journey to true manhood begins now. It's time to man up and take control. Are you with me? Let's dive in. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. Why your current approach is failing miserably. Guys, I'm going to be blunt here. If you're begging for her attention, you've already lost. Let me break it down for you. 1. Desperation stinks. Women can smell it a mile away. Every time you blow up her phone, every double text, every "please notice me" move, you're digging your own grave. 2. Neediness is a turnoff. Think about it. Do you respect someone who's constantly seeking your approval? Of course not, and neither do women. 3. Begging shows you have no options, and if you have no options, she'll assume there's a good reason for that. 4. It kills any mystery or challenge. Why would she chase you if you're already at her feet? Now I know some of you are thinking, but I'm just showing I care. Wake up, fellas. There's a big difference between showing genuine interest and acting like a desperate puppy. You're a man, not a doormat. You've got value, dreams, and a purpose beyond chasing women. It's time you started acting like it. So here's your first lesson in stoicism. Focus on what you can control. You can't control her feelings or actions, but you can control your own. From this moment on, you're going to stop seeking external validation. Her response to your text doesn't determine your worth. Your happiness doesn't depend on her attention. Instead, you're going to channel that energy into becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to beg, the kind of man who knows his worth and lives with purpose. In the next section, we will discuss exactly how to tap into that masculine power. But first, I want you to make a promise to yourself. No more begging, no more desperate moves. From this moment on, you're done being the nice guy who finishes last. Are you ready to take that first step towards real manhood? Then let's keep going. All right, gentlemen, now that we've cut out the weak behavior, it's time to embrace your true masculine power. This isn't about being a jerk or an alpha male caricature. It's about tapping into the core of what makes you a man. First things first, be confident in who you are. Confidence isn't about being perfect, it's about accepting yourself, flaws and all, and continually working to improve. Start by identifying your strengths. Maybe you're great at problem solving or have a killer sense of humor. Whatever it is, own it. These are the foundations of your masculine identity. Next, pinpoint areas for growth. We all have them. The key is to see them not as weaknesses, but as opportunities to improve. Now let's talk about approval seeking. From now on, you will stop looking for validation from others, especially women. Your actions, your decisions, your life, they're yours. Own them. Remember this, real men lead. They don't follow the crowd or bend to every whim of a woman they're interested in. They chart their own course. This means making decisions without constantly asking for her input, having your own opinions, and not being afraid to express them, setting boundaries and sticking to them. When you start living this way, something magical happens. Not only do you feel more fulfilled, but you become magnetic. Women are drawn to men who have a strong sense of self. Here's another Stoic principle for you. Focus on your character, not your reputation. Your character is what you actually are. Your reputation is what others think you are. Build a strong character, and a solid reputation will follow. So here's your assignment. Over the next week, I want you to make at least one decision daily that's purely for you. Not to impress anyone, not because it's what you think others expect. Do it because it aligns with your values and goals. Remember, embracing your masculinity isn't about dominating others. It's about mastering yourself. It's about becoming a man of substance, a man of action, a man who doesn't need to beg for anything. You've got this power within you. It's time to let it out. In our next section, we'll talk about channeling this newfound masculine energy into a purpose that will drive your life forward. Stay with me, because this is where things really start to change. All right, men, we've cleared out the weak behavior and tapped into your masculine power. Now, it's time to give that energy a direction. It's time to focus on your purpose. Listen up, because this is crucial. Women aren't attracted to men who make them the center of their universe. They're attracted to men who are driven, passionate, and focused on something bigger than themselves. It's time to build your empire. And I'm not just talking about money, though that's part of it. I'm talking about creating a life of meaning and impact. First step, identify what truly matters to you. What gets you fired up? What would you do even if you weren't paid for it? That's the seed of your purpose. Maybe it's starting a business. Maybe it's mastering a craft. Maybe it's making a difference in your community. Whatever it is, it needs to be bigger than chasing women or seeking validation. Here's a stoic truth for you. The pursuit is often more rewarding than the achievement. It's not about reaching a final goal. It's about continually pushing yourself to grow and improve. Once you've identified your purpose, pursue it relentlessly. Wake up every day with a mission, set ambitious goals and crush them. Become obsessed with your growth and progress. This means developing a clear vision for your future, setting both short-term and long-term goals, creating daily habits that move you towards those goals, and constantly educating yourself and improving your skills. Now, here's the part that might surprise you. As you become more focused on your purpose, you'll likely have less time for dating and chasing women. Good. Let them chase you for a change. You become infinitely more attractive when you're a man with a mission, passionate and driven. Women will be intrigued by your ambition and want to be part of your journey. So here's your assignment. By the end of this week, write down your purpose and 3 major goals for the following year. Then, identify one action you can take daily to move towards those goals. Remember, a man without a purpose is like a ship without a rudder. Don't drift through life. Take control. Set your course. You have greatness within you. It's time to let it out and show the world what you're capable of. In our next section, we'll talk about how to master the art of indifference. Because once you're focused on your purpose, you'll realize that no woman's approval is worth sacrificing your mission for. Stay with me, gentlemen. The best is yet to come. All right, gentlemen, you're building your empire and you're focused on your purpose. Now it's time to learn a skill that will revolutionize your interactions with women: the art of indifference. Let's be clear, this isn't about being cold or uncaring. It's about maintaining your composure and not letting your emotions run wild whenever a pretty face comes along. Here's the truth. The moment you start chasing, you've already lost. Women are naturally attracted to men who don't need them. It's a psychological trigger as old as time. So how do we apply this? First, adopt the mindset that you are the prize. You're not trying to win her over. She needs to prove she's worthy of your time and attention. This means not always being available. Have a life outside of her. Take your time responding to messages. Don't jump every time your phone buzzes. Be willing to walk away if your standards aren't met. Here's a stoic principle to live by. The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Epictetus. You can't control her feelings or actions, but you can control your response. Choose indifference. Now let's talk about the power of no. Learn to say it. Learn to mean it. No to last-minute plans if you're busy. No to behavior that disrespects you. No to compromising your values for anyone. Here's a powerful technique. Keep her guessing. Don't be predictable. Mix up your responses. Sometimes be enthusiastic, sometimes be aloof. This creates intrigue and keeps her interested. Remember, mystery is attractive. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your actions. Let her wonder what you're up to. In the end, indifference isn't about playing games. It's about maintaining your dignity and self-respect. It's about living a life so full and rich that anyone would be lucky to be part of it. So here's your assignment. Practice indifference this week. Next time she texts you, take a breath, wait, and then decide if and when you want to respond. Prioritize your plans over hers. Focus on your mission and let everything else come second. Mastering indifference will not only make you more attractive, but it will also give you a sense of inner peace and control. You're becoming the kind of man who commands respect and admiration without even trying. Keep it up. In our next section, we'll discuss how to communicate like a man, because knowing how to express yourself with confidence and clarity is a game changer. Stay tuned. The transformation continues. All right, gents, we've come a long way. You're no longer begging for attention. You're embracing your masculinity, focused on your purpose, and mastering indifference. Now it's time to tackle communication. Because, let's face it, knowing how to talk to women and everyone else in your life is crucial. Here's the deal. Your words matter. They convey who you are and what you stand for. So let's make sure they're doing you justice. First, speak with confidence. This means maintaining eye contact, using a steady tone, and avoiding filler words like and like. When you speak, do it with authority. Even if you're unsure, act like you know what you're talking about. Confidence is contagious. Second, be direct. Stop beating around the bush or sugarcoating everything. Women appreciate honesty and clarity. If you want to ask her out, just do it. If something bothers you, say it. Being direct shows that you respect yourself and others enough to be upfront. Here's a tip. Keep your conversations balanced. This means talking about yourself and your interests, but also showing genuine curiosity about her. Ask open-ended questions that encourage her to share more. And when she does, really listen. Women can tell when you're genuinely interested versus when you're just nodding along. Now, let's talk about boundaries. You've set them in your actions, now reinforce them in your words. If something crosses the line, call it out calmly and firmly. This isn't about being aggressive, it's about standing up for yourself. Use I statements to express how you feel without sounding accusatory. For example, I feel disrespected when you cancel plans last minute. It's important to me that we value each other's time. Finally, remember that actions speak louder than words. Back up what you say with what you do. If you tell her you're busy building your business, make sure you're actually putting in the work. Consistency between your words and actions builds trust and respect. Here's your assignment. Practice assertive communication this week. Pick one area where you usually hold back and speak your mind instead. It could be at work, with friends, or with women. Notice the difference it makes. You're becoming a man of action, a man of purpose, and now a man of powerful words. Keep pushing forward. In our final section, we'll talk about how to maintain this new version of yourself and keep growing, because this isn't a one-time transformation, it's a lifelong journey. Stay with me, men. The best is yet to come. All right, gentlemen, you've done the hard work. You've stopped begging for attention, embraced your masculinity, focused on your purpose, mastered indifference, and learned to communicate like a man. Now, let's talk about maintaining this transformation and continuing to grow. First and foremost, understand that this is a lifelong journey. There's no finish line. Personal growth is a continuous process. Stay committed to improving yourself every day. Set new goals as you achieve old ones. Keep pushing your limits. Here's a Stoic principle to guide you. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Seneca. Focus on being content with your progress while still striving for more. Next, surround yourself with a strong support system. Find friends and mentors who challenge you and keep you accountable. Avoid negative influences that drag you back to your old ways. Seek out communities of like-minded men who are also on a path of growth. Remember to keep your purpose front and center. Regularly revisit your goals and adjust them as needed. Stay passionate about what drives you. This purpose will keep you grounded and motivated, no matter what challenges come your way. Continue to practice the art of indifference. It's easy to slip back into old habits, especially when you meet someone new and exciting. Keep your emotions in check. Don't let anyone distract you from your mission. Maintain your communication skills. Keep being direct, confident, and assertive. These skills will serve you well in all areas of life, not just with women. And lastly, take care of yourself. Physical fitness, mental health, and emotional well-being are all crucial. Exercise regularly, eat well, get enough sleep, and make time for relaxation and hobbies. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Here's your final assignment. Create a personal growth plan. Write down your goals for the next month, 6 months, and year. Identify the habits you need to build to achieve these goals. Review and update this plan regularly. You've made incredible progress, and I'm proud of you. But this is just the beginning. Keep pushing, keep growing, and keep becoming the best version of yourself. The world needs strong, confident men like you, so go out there and show them what you're made of. You've got this. Now let's conquer the world. Embrace stoicism, and you will discover a path to true success that has stood the test of time.